Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, March 29th, 2016. This is Talk to Me Tuesday, number 220. And sorry for the lack of videos. I really feel like I've been out of touch with everything, but it's not that I've been out of touch. It's just between the weather being uncooperative when it comes to recording videos and just there's things going on at work I'm not going to discuss, but there's been a lot of stressors going on. You know, things we're hearing about changes and yada yada yada, and it just hasn't made for much fun. So it is what it is. I have been watching people's videos. It's just I haven't had the opportunity to comment. So I did discover that I can actually use my tablet now to get on LiveJournal. Before I could get on LiveJournal, it was logging out from LiveJournal that was the problem, but something must have changed, so now I'm able to do that, which means I can use my tablet more frequently for LiveJournal instead of constantly having to use my computer. So that's a good thing. Anyway, I'm hoping to make it through this video. The skies are dark and gray off in the distance. I do have some sun coming in, so you'll probably see changes in the brightness or darkness of the video. So let's get right into what I have to share with you. I have been working on things I cannot share with you because they are gifts for people. So, and I do know these people watch my videos, so you're not going to see as much crafty at times until such time that I can actually share this stuff. So what I can share with you, first off, is a completed pair of socks. The only thing that's not complete, of course, is the usual tying in the loose ends. You know me, I hate to do that. But here they are. I was hoping to bring the book out that the pattern came from. Unfortunately, I did some work in my room, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, and the book is kind of buried on a shelf right now. So I'll try and remember it for next week, but there they are. I love them. Love the color, love the softness of the yarn, and it is something that can be thrown in and washed and dried, which is a plus when it comes to someone like me. So there's that. And I feel like you're really close to me, but you're not. Okay, next up, in the process of working on something I can't share with you, I had a little bit of time one night when I was done with half of it, looking for something to do, so I just started messing around, and I would like to introduce you to Popsicle. Popsicle is a result of just sitting there looking for something to do. I named Popsicle that because the shape reminds me of a popsicle, so there's that really quick, easy little thing that I just came up with. And Popsicle is actually stuffed with 2 shredded tissues because being at work, I didn't have stuffing, didn't want to wait, so I shredded 2 tissues, and that's what Popsicle is stuffed with. So Popsicle will definitely not be able to be thrown in and washed because his stuffing is true. That would be gross, right? Next up, my oldest one's department manager's son turned 2 recently. I started working on one pattern for him. I wasn't happy, so I went in a different direction and decided to use one of Lolly Lala's new patterns. I'll try and remember to post a link in the description, but if I don't do it this way, remind me, I'll do it next week. So I would like to introduce you to his little critter. The name of the pattern itself is Carla. Their new pattern she's come out with these. This is from the spring pattern collection. It actually has flowers that are supposed to come out of the top, but because it's a little boy, I decided to leave off the flowers, and I changed the colors of the critter. So this will go to him. He can decide the name on it and decide what he's gonna, you know, what he wants to call him. But there it is. It's very easy. It works up rather quickly. I did make changes here and there because it was with the darker yarn, it was kind of hard to see certain stitches to do this, so that changed a little bit, but I think it's cute and I think he'll like it, so there's that. And Easter was just this past weekend, so the last thing I have to share with you is a couple Easter eggs, and these actually came from the Arnie and Carlos blog post that they did. Their Easter eggs are actually done in a solid color, and then they do stitching in a different color for a pattern. I just decided to use the pattern itself and some self-striping yarn So really like that, you know, makes, and they're actually done on the same size needles, but because this yarn here for this one is thinner than this yarn, they turned out two different sizes. So, but I think they're really neat. I like the, you know, fact the self-striping yarn, you can actually just leave them as is. You don't have to do this extra, you know, the stitching with the other color, but I may eventually. I just, when I wrote the pattern down, I just wanted to write the pattern itself, not sit there and, you know, write where the different stitches needed to be. So there's my eggs. Other than that, that's all I can share with you. I had one other thing I was going to share with you, but I can't figure out where I said it. So it's actually kind of cross-stitch needle book that Arnie and Carlos had on their blog post I started working on. I haven't gotten to, you know, I've gotten quite a bit done, but it's really hard because it seems like the stitches are so tiny, but I guess it's just me and my eyes are getting old, which is probably the case. I should probably go get them checked out, right? Anyway, I got a new light desk because I got a foundation piecing book that you make mini quilts with, and I need to be able to copy the patterns. So, got a light desk. I actually have, when I get paper piecing patterns, I like to keep the main copy and make copies from that, so that'll make it a lot easier. My craft room is an absolute disaster, so I have not been out here doing any kind of sewing whatsoever. I really need to get this done. My room itself is almost done, so then I need to get my dining room done. We have the attic, we have the basement, we have the kitchen, we have the craft room. So it's a lot of work, but you know, and I only have every other weekend off, and that's what makes it difficult because I don't want to spend all my time that I have off working, getting stuff done, because I like to be able to relax and do some things I want to do. But not sure. I did quite a bit of work in my room not this past weekend, but the weekend before. But I'm not really sure I'm going to be able to share that because, like I said, it is so dark in my room. But I'm going to try, even if it means holding a light up or something. You know, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, anything I didn't share this week that I might have forgot, I will try and remember to share next week. But other than that, it is what it is. So I will be able to comment more on videos because now I won't have to have my laptop all the time to be able to do it. I will be able to do it from my tablet, which is a good thing. So we'll see what happens. It's starting to get pretty dark out that way. I'm going to end up calling it quits before it gets any darker. So that being said, I do look forward to watching everyone's videos. I hope you all have a wonderfully crafty week and a wonderfully crafty weekend. As for me, before it's so dark you can't see me, I'm out. As for you, it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever it is. I really do hope it's a great one. And I will see you all hopefully next week. Let's just keep our fingers crossed that Mother Nature decides to cooperate. So anyway, it is what it is. I'm not in control of her. So anyway, I will see you all next week. Bye. Whoops, wrong spot.